Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. The Home tab is your personal dashboard. View your team's saved snapshot. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current. This is the player card. Here, this is your development trait. Superstar. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
Tonight,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. The offense offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Room to run past midfield. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
These two teams all tied after 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? Touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Out to his left. And got his man complete.
Bring it!
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 76 yards. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Woo! Touchdown. A big play there. 91 yards. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Buying time to his left. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. First throw now for the backup Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his left. He's to the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone, but instead third down coming up. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Both offenses have been clicking in. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas,